What's up, everybody? Ben Green here with Ben Green Financial, and of course, I'm here to optimize your career, your location, and your finances. And today, we're in October, and this is open enrollment month, starting now, November and December, of course. So, wanted to highlight some things that you need to be thinking about when you are selecting your health insurance plan, either if it's through your company or if you're getting it on the marketplace by yourself. All right, so here we go. So, first thing you need to think about, of course, is the premium that you're going to be paying. Of course, the premium or the price that you're going to be paying is really important, because you can have a fantastic plan, but if it costs you, like $5,000 a month or something, that of course is not going to make sense. So you need to make sure that the premium is affordable for you, and also that you can, once you pay the premium, you can actually pay the copays, which is the next thing that's really important. So copays are things like the amounts you're going to pay if you have to go to see a primary doctor or a specialist, or if you have to go to the ER room, for example. Typically it's like, 10, 20, 30 bucks, maybe as much as $50 to go see a primary doctor, maybe $60 or $70 to go see a specialist. Depending on the plan you have, it may be $200 to go to the ER room. Some plans are $1,000 copay to go to the emergency room. And so you need to just make sure that you're in a plan that has reasonable copays and hopefully a reasonable premium. Next thing you need to think about, of course, is coinsurance. And so for things like surgeries, or if you're staying in the hospital for overnight, as an example, the bill may be $1,000 and your coinsurance portion may be 50%, for example. So you may have to pay half of that $1,000 as coinsurance. You have to check coinsurance when you are checking your health insurance plans and deciding on what you're going to get into. Last thing that really hits a lot of folks is the maximum out-of-pocket, or MOOP. M-O-O-P. The MOOP is called the maximum out-of-pocket. And with a good quote-unquote health insurance plan, the MOOPs are typically around $3,000 or $4,000 in a year. So even if you got a bill that was $1 million, for example, your maximum out-of-pocket in a year, if your MOOP is $5,000, the maximum in a year that you're going to pay out of your pocket, besides your premium, is $5,000. All right. So you want to have as low of a MOOP as possible. There are plans out there where you can have a $10,000 maximum out-of-pocket. We've seen plans where it's like $15,000 maximum out-of-pocket, and that's for an individual. If you're a family, then you need to take your MOOP and basically multiply by at least 2. So if it's you and your spouse, for example, and your individual maximum out-of-pocket is $5,000, probably means your family's out-of-pocket maximum is going to be $10,000 in a year. And if you don't have that kind of change, you need to figure out some other options, like some supplemental type insurance, for example, or maybe getting a better, richer plan. All right. The last thing that a lot of folks do forget about is the RX, or the prescription copays. Of course, want to make sure that those are reasonable, especially if you have to get some specialty type drugs in kind of the tier 3, 4, or 5 level. All right. So to wrap it all up, your premium, of course, is really important. Copays are super important. Your coinsurance is important, especially if you have some surgeries coming up. Your maximum out of pocket in a year is really important. And then RX, your prescription copays, can be really important. You need to take a look at those things. If you have any other questions, hit me up on my YouTube. We appreciate all the subscriptions that have come in. Hit me up on my website, benmgreen.com, and happy open enrollment season. Thank you.